like that. It's a lot. My new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between our visitors and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 logo. I got you. I got you. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. I go. 5.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alpha.
Mike 29. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 5. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 29. Ready? 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Get in the way. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down. 15 on it. 54.
Hey, let's get it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm on.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. That's what I do. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Jackson now. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Pick it up. Check 13. Check 13.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
You're not ready.
Complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The Jets' 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch out. Shoot.
Now it's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Tell me what, night. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Come off the ball. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Come on.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
They're running it.
Get it.
Back to throw here. A screen to Bell. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point, but possibly go for 2.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. How do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Check.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Bravo.
I'm coming.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw here. Throw complete to Herndon. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike 29. Watch the pass. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Let's get this ball back.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Watch that.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Pass 6-6, bullet high. Ready?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout.
Let's go.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up your... yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
30 base.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Central West. Hey, Alpha.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the air. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Breida, 68 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Check Mike 57. Smell fear in that offense.
Jackson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go, baby.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
25, hey, high 7.
Second and 11. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 29. 29 is the Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
Watch the curl. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 3 buzz.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. First down carry now for Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Cut. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You ain't got nothing. Get around. Rest.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Who's that? Mike 5-4.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight. 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, watch the slant. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch QB draw.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to hit you all day.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Go! Mike 5-4.
You better be afraid of me.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go, here we go. 29 is the Mike.
Get it.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Caught here by Bell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
that was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Haywood!
He's back to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing now is Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Switch. Switch. Switch.
On first down, here's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 15, check 15.
This is Breida. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, it's Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. Here today. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the team.